My friend stopped talking to me after I skipped her destination wedding. Should I feel guilty for skipping my friend's pricey wedding? Hey Reddit, I need some opinions because I'm feeling a little lost. My friend Karen, 30 female, is getting married, and while I'm super happy for her, she's planning a huge destination wedding in the USA. We live in Europe. She keeps calling it her real wedding, even though there's supposed to be a smaller one in France where we can all go, but we are not invited yet.
Okay.
That's interesting. Here's the thing. Karen is really pushing for my boyfriend and me to go to the USA for this wedding. I've tried to explain to her that I just don't have that kind of money lying around. Her solution? Start paying for flights now in small installments and figure the rest out later.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah. Just do it anyway.
Put it on a credit card.
Just pay. Honestly though, I just don't have the budget. And this would eat up my holidays for 2025, which is not really how I want to spend it. Don't tell her that. Don't get me wrong, I love her and would be so happy to see her on her big day. But is it me? Or are brides becoming total bridezillas with crazy demands?
Well, it sounds like it.
Yeah, probably.
It feels like if you want some people to be there, absolutely. Maybe you should pay for it or pay a part of it.
I think I've noticed more bridezillas since reading Reddit. Do we really have to change all our plans because it's their year? Oh my god, I've heard that before. Why do so many weddings now feel like a massive financial burden on the guests? Karen doesn't seem to understand why I'm hesitating, and she keeps pushing us to get the tickets. How can she not understand? Like, you're not like being ambiguous about it. You're saying I don't have the money. I don't understand. And I'm starting to get frustrated. I even asked her about the second, more local celebration, but she brushed it off and kept insisting on the USA wedding. USA, USA, USA. Am I being unreasonable for wanting to skip this whole destination wedding thing? And just so we're aware right away, there's an update.
No, I don't think so. If you just don't have the money, you don't have the money. It
Yeah.
sucks, but that's what it is. If you do a destination wedding, you have to expect that some people won't have the money. I don't think it's fair to expect everyone to rack up debt just because it's your year, month, day.
But it's their year. It's their wedding year. It sounds a little crazy that Karen doesn't seem to understand that people can't afford everything. Especially if OP is being very honest and saying, listen, I just don't have the budget and that's not how I want to spend my vacation. I can't afford your destination wedding. I want to support you. I want to be there. How about the other wedding that you're having like right next door? What about that wedding? Couldn't I come to that wedding? Because that feels like a reasonable
Compromise.
A reasonable compromise, thank you. I'm sure that OP would love to go to the wedding if she had extra vacation time and if she had the budget for it, because it seems like that's what she's saying. You should absolutely not feel guilty. I'm going to read some comments. A person who expects you to go into debt for their party is not your friend. If they really want you there, they should offer to support you financially, but it's unreasonable to expect your friends to fly across the globe for your pleasure and pay for themselves. If you plan a destination wedding, you either pay for the people you want there or expect that some of them might not come.
Boom. Roasted.
The bride is probably trying to ensure her room is free by getting X number of people to book. Whoa. If that was the reason, that would be
Majibbles.
disgusting.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That would be gross. Could it just be that everyone is saying no and she's desperate to get anyone to attend? Could be. You should never ever go into debt for someone else's event or have to figure out a payment plan, period. If your friend wants you there so bad, she can pay for it. You've let her know it's not in your budget and she's still pushing you for her big day. So we have an update.
Update!
1 year later, destination wedding fallout.
Whoa.
That's juicy.
Hi everyone! About a year ago, I posted here about skipping my best friend's US destination wedding because it would have cost me and my boyfriend around $4,000 to $5,000, which just wasn't financially realistic for us.
For most people.
Oh yeah, and maybe you just don't want to spend $4,000 or $5,000 going to someone's wedding.
What?
Plus the gift. Huh.
The gift is your presents. I wanted to update because I genuinely don't know if I lost one of my closest friendships over this.
Well, she wasn't that close if she wasn't ready to accept you weren't coming.
For background, we all live in Paris. She's American, big family wedding in a beautiful wine region near where her parents live. Very aesthetic, very Instagram, very curated. The groom is French. My boyfriend actually introduced them years ago. So now do I have to picture this whole thing being written with a French accent? We weren't casual friends. We weren't casual friends. We would see each other every other day friends. Wine night, random weekday dinners, group chats constantly. Trips, real life closeness. When the US wedding was announced, I did the math between flights, hotels, activities, boat day, wine tours, my goodness, etc. It would have been close to $4,000 to $5,000 for us if we stayed a week. That's a huge amount of money for us. And the entire Paris friend group felt the same. No one has family in the US to combine it with. Before the US wedding, she came to us with a big bouquet and a bottle of wine and asked us to be bridesmaid and groomsmen. It was filmed. Very emotional. Very moment. I don't know. The thing is, I had already told her it was almost impossible for us to go. It felt like being emotionally cornered on camera. We didn't say no in that moment because, how do you? It was awkward, but a few days later I met her alone and told her clearly, we don't want to come on vacation with you.
If you say in French, she won't understand.
We did not want to come with you. A few days later, I met her alone and told her clearly we couldn't commit because of money. We wouldn't be able to travel or do anything else that year if we went. She brushed it off. Yeah, I know, but something shifted. Important detail. Before the US wedding, we organized and fully paid for a Portugal stag hen weekend for both of them. That was nice.
Very typical. I feel like everyone in Europe goes to Portugal for parties.
Sounds good to me.
It was amazing. We put effort, money, time into celebrating them. So it's not like we didn't show up in other ways. And it's not like you didn't want to go.
Yeah, you don't have the money.
But you can't pay with air. Then, 2 months later, came the small French wedding. Yes, we got the invite. That would have been really crappy to have not been invited to the one that's in the country you're in. It was beautiful, intimate, so fun. But she was different, distant, polite, surface level. Not the person I used to sit with for hours talking about everything. Now it's been about 6 or 7 months since that wedding. I've maybe seen her 5 times. Every time the group tries to meet, she makes excuses or insists we come all the way to their place, 45 minutes outside of Paris. Instead of just meeting centrally where all of us live, it feels like a subtle barrier. Meanwhile, she messages my boyfriend weekly for work advice. Let's meet soon. Texts. Professional warmth, but with me, it's cold. How's work? How's life? End of conversation. But if it's all because you financially could not afford to go to her US wedding, that is crazy to me. I've tried reaching out a few, let's get coffee and chat, messages, always, yeah, soon. But it never happens. After a while, I stop chasing. And I can't help but feel like I didn't fit into the wedding storyline she imagined. The American bridesmaid flew in, the Instagram content happened, the dream aesthetic was fulfilled, the Paris girls didn't. Did we get quietly downgraded? I don't know if she consciously resents us for not going, or if the weddings just reorganized people's emotional priorities. But it feels like I lost someone who used to be one of my closest friends, and that makes me really sad. Am I overthinking this? Did I underestimate how much not going would hurt her? Or is this just what happens when expectations don't match reality?
I think you should talk to her. I know it seems to be difficult to do so. Next time you do meet her, I think it would be important to address it.
Yeah, I would just lay it all out. I would say, are you upset because we could not make your wedding? Because you mean a lot to me, and if that's the case, can we, let's talk it through. Update again. Yes, I use ChatGPT to help me. ChatGPT. It's like I can't say it.
You use ChatGPT? Do you love ChatGPT? I love ChatGPT. I love it. ChatGPT is fantastic.
Yes, I use ChatGPT to help me develop the story, as I don't express myself as well as I do in French. I understand that feeling. To clarify a couple of things that have been asked here. My friend has also fallen off with the rest of the girls in the group. I didn't think about this until pointed out by you, but yes, it's not only me. So at least it's not just you. For example, a few weeks ago, it was one of our friends' birthday and Karen didn't come. She told me and another girl in a private WhatsApp that she was very tired and that she's not really that big friend with her.
ChatGPT is having trouble.
She's not really that big of a friend with her. ChatGPT? GPT?
GPT.
Oh my god. I know they don't catch up 1-to-1, but still, she went to her Paris wedding after winning her battle to cancer, extra effort there, and bachelorette, plus she's been there for most important things. I don't know, but that comment didn't feel right with me at all, and I am just realizing now. The rest of the girls really don't see them as much. Karen was mainly going one-on-one catch-ups with me and another girl, so I guess the rest don't really have the same relationship as us. By the way, I have not said anything to our other friend. I feel weird talking about Karen with her, and that's why I have Reddit, ha ha ha, about meeting her at her place. I would 100% go if she invites me. The only time she has told me to go is when I tell her that we are meeting the group at this bar, asking if she wants to come. Whenever she doesn't feel like, she says that it's too far away and that you should do something close to my neighborhood. Oh yeah, let's all go to your neighborhood. The thing is, she never ever replies on time, so by the time she says that, we are already there or going to the bar. By then, it's difficult to make the effort to take the train and go somewhere else. I also wanted to point that we all commute. The group doesn't live walking distance to each other. We all are scattered around, 30 to 50 minute commute at times, but we happen to work in the same area, so we almost always meet around there. Thank you again for your advice. This was not writing with ChatGPT. LOL. It was good. Like, that's your second language. It was good. I think it's really weird, and I think you're making a lot of effort for little return. But if you don't want to make an effort to leave your home to meet the group of friends, then I guess you don't really want to meet them.
Yeah, I agree.
Cut your losses and spend your time with your other friends. All right, that's it.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.